In my channel, I do many things as topics. Mostly trains, some real, and some anthropomorphic. I also talk about Just Dance, and even make gameplay videos of Just Dance. I even talk about anything that's anime, including cosplay, which is the main one, in which most of them are in my Instagram account, and my least popular topic in my channel, product introducing, which is mostly a chocolate. But now I'd like to get into a new topic. A topic that I wanted to do for a long time if I became a YouTuber. Doctor Who, one of the oldest running sci-fi series in history. And there are a lot of people who watch my videos that are new to Doctor Who, so I'll explain to them what Doctor Who is. It's about an alien who looks like a human who lived for thousands of years, can regenerate into many forms, and travels in space and time in his blue police box called the TARDIS. Running for 60 years, with 15 canonical Doctors, 17 if you count War and Fugitive, in 26 seasons in the classics, 15 seasons in the modern, making a total of 41 seasons, 4 spin-off series, 1 cinematic movie that's non-canon, and 3 TV movies. I loved Doctor Who since I was 3, starting with the 11th hour, and ever since I was a kid, my favorite part of Doctor Who was the sonic screwdriver. A device used to scan things or unlock doors, and works on anything, except wood. Ever since its first appearance, it was only used once or twice per episode, because of the slow pace of the long stories. Modern Doctor Who is different. Since most of the episodes are one episode with 48 minutes, the pacing was fast, making it perfect for the use of the sonic screwdriver. Used in every single episode, and which you can get some episodes where the sonic is used more than 10 times or not used. Fans had a lot of complaints that it's used too much, not allowing the Doctor to use his own mind, but I like it. Always gets to hear a lot of sonic sounds. I liked it so much that my parents got me the 11th Sonic, and I was so happy to have a Sonic of my own. But time flies, my sonic screwdriver started to get stuck in this position, and thought of having another sonic screwdriver. So that's my first Doctor Who based video. I'll be showing my full collection of my LEGO sonic screwdrivers. I made these all myself from 2nd to 13th, alongside with companions and enemy sonics. So on all of these, shall we?
It's a sonic screwdriver. Never fails.
Let's start off with the second Doctor's Sonic. Pretty easy to make, just a stick with the light at the tip, so it looks pretty good. This detail here is meant to be a switch for the Sonic. Although the piece that I used for the stick part is made for LEGO stick joints, it can't be held by a regular figure's hand, and the switch is horizontal and not vertical. So this Sonic's pretty good. Next we have the third Doctor's Sonic. The first one to have the handle and tip pattern like this, which continued on to 4th and 5th and 8th Sonics. Stack these tiny pieces for the handle with yellow and black representing the caution pattern, and then the tip with red at the back and gray at the front. Overall looks great, better than second Sonic in fact. Here we have an alternate version of 3 Sonic. The big difference is that the tip, or rather the top, is brown, and so the tip of the LEGO Sonic is to reference that. Next we have the 4th Doctor Sonic. Using a grey long piece used for bottom parts of bricks and for sticks, so it looks like the handle to activate the screwdriver. Fun fact, this screwdriver can fit well in the hand of my 4th Doctor figure. Ever since I've got this figure when I was little, the mini Sonic was missing from its hand when its cover said it was holding one.
I've lost my sonic screwdriver. I feel absolutely lost without it.
So I really like how this replaced it. Before we move on to the next Doctor, here we have the second Romanus Sonic screwdriver. Matched the colors, but I couldn't find a spare long gray piece, so it's shorter than the original. But I hope one day I can modify it to make it closer to the original. Now, let's move on to the 5th Doctor's Sonic. The last Sonic screwdriver used in classic Doctor Who aside from the TV movie. I made this bigger than the original and added a ski blade. I don't remember why I added this part, but I think it represents this part from the original. This Sonic was only used in 4 story arcs in the classics because it was this year when the producer, John Nathan Turner, decided to make changes to the show by having the Doctor using his big scientific mind to get him out of situations, and so the Sonic was written out in the Visitation.
I feel as though you've just killed an old friend.
But the 6th Doctor still has a Sonic device. Not a screwdriver, but a lance, used in only one story arc called The Attack of the Cybermen. When I built this Lego, I couldn't make it accurate to the original, but at least the color matches. Now, on to the last classic Sonic, the 8th Doctor Sonic. It's all silver except for the red tip. So I was able to make it by using this round sign Lego and putting a round red piece on it, and added 3 gray round pieces with holes for the handle. Now we get into modern Who screwdrivers, starting with 9s. I think this is one of the most accurate screwdrivers I made, the length and the blue bulb on the white tip. I wish I had this screwdriver in life size. Now let's get into 2 companion Sonics. Let's first get a look at Captain Jack's Sonic Blaster. The brown wood on the blaster is lacking because the only Lego pistol color I have is gray, but at least the blue on the sides are accurate. Now let's get a look at Sarah Jane Smith's Sonic lipstick used exclusively in the Sarah Jane Adventures. Even though I looked at the image of the Sonic lipstick once, it still looked accurate to the original. Now let's go look at the 10th Doctor's second Sonic screwdriver. Looks identical to the 9th Doctor's Sonic screwdriver, although the big difference is that the handle is in a different color. This is the time that in modern Doctor Who, even though a Sonic screwdriver gets broken, the Doctor can just get a new one, preventing rewriting out the Sonic screwdriver.
Burn out my Sonic screwdriver.
Shed this straw like some sort of vampire.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that the Doctor really needs to fix his Sonic screwdriver addiction. Now we finally get into the first screwdriver used by a villain, the laser screwdriver. I think this is the worst one I built out of all of them. Because, my goodness, look at the lack of details! A very poor screwdriver, but I'm still happy to have it in my collection because I want to remake it someday. Now let's get into Miss Foster's Sonic Pen. It really looks like the original Sonic Pen, although I mixed up the color of the tip and the handle. The bulb part is very similar to 10's Sonic, and it's pretty rare for a one-episode villain to have a Sonic device, but it's only so that they can have this happen in Partners in Crime.
Do you know what happens if you hold 2 identical Sonic devices against each other? Let's find out.
Now let's get into the Sonic that got me to love all of Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver. This is definitely the most accurate one I made. I used a lightsaber handle for this screwdriver just like 9's, and because the tip has these claw things at the top, it really matches the green light at the top. Let me compare the Lego Sonic to the life-size 11th Sonic toy. The 11th Doctor was my favorite Doctor because it was the first Doctor I watched, but also because it inspired me with this cool gadget that I know exactly all of the details of because it's the one I see the most. Next is the 11th Doctor's Sonic Cane. This Sonic device is pretty much forgettable because it was only used once in Let's Kill Hitler. Although the color clearly is different, the original is black and this one is gray. Now we get into another companion Sonic device, the Sonic Probe. A Sonic device that Amy Ponda made during her 36 years of waiting for the Doctor in The Girl Who Waited. Although for some strange reasons I forgot that the shape is meant to be like a phone, and so instead it's like a mini cart. We finally get to a movie-exclusive Sonic, the War Doctor's Sonic. The first Sonic screwdriver was a light at the tip in Doctor order ever since the second Doctor's Sonic. Next we have our last Sonic device that's not a screwdriver, the Sonic sunglasses. LEGO doesn't do eyewear accessories, so I just use a handle of a lightsaber to make it look like sunglasses. Really cool that Peter Capaldi's quirk was able to make a sonic screwdriver that's close to 12's personality. Okay, 3 Sonics left to go. This is the 12th Doctor's sonic screwdriver. The sonic screwdriver was the longest light tip, and because the Switch is big, I was able to make the Switch in the mini LEGO Sonic. But I should really add more blue next time. Our second last Sonic on this list is the 13th Doctor's Sonic. The original is made out of spoons, so I just mixed yellow and orange into it, all like the light inside. This Sonic gets a lot of hate from everyone because of how the 13th Doctor overuses it during the 13th Doctor era. And because it's overused, it's merchandised everywhere and promoted too. But hey, at least the Doctor is smart enough to make a sonic screwdriver. Here we finally get to the last Sonic on this list, the 15th Doctor's Sonic. And making it the only Sonic that doesn't look like a screwdriver, but hey, at least there's a lot of variety of what you can use in it, and this Gallifreyan symbol. Because of how round it is, I was able to actually make this sonic screwdriver just in time for this video. I added a big round piece and a bit long piece at the top. I also plan to finish editing and upload this video just in time for Doctor Who Season 1. So I thought it was a great timing that I had the 15th Doctor Sonic showcase last, and the 15th being the newest Sonic I made in LEGO. And that was my full collection of LEGO Sonic Screwdriver and other Sonic devices. Of course I am missing some devices like the Sonic Trowel, the comic exclusive 8th Doctor Sonic, and not even the 14th Doctors. But I'm still happy to have this as a collection. So that was all folks. If you want me to do another kind of Doctor Who video, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Now...